So hi everyone, this is Vishnu Chamati and I just want to explain some screenplay and some story arc that was running in my mind, and let me explain the direction point of view. So this scene will be like created in the history, like this will be running in a time period of kings, kingdoms, battles, and all the stuff. So there will be a king. So if we talk about his characteristics, so he will be like the demon one, doing all the other one. End of the day, the story always ends with truth wins and dharma wins. So that the concept this story of will hold. And here comes the demon king one day kills a father character, and the father will be having a kid, and he's always like standing in the dharma path. So he will be like having a scene in that scene. So he will be like a 16-year-old, and all is like immature point of view, and he will be not developing that much of beard and everything. So his beard will be like shown like this. So you can see this. This is the graph of the demon king. So on that incident, so when his father got killed, he will raise his voice like he will do a dialogue like this, so that this wait a second. So he will say a dialogue like, "One day you will be killed in the hands of a person who will be protecting Dharma," like that. So with this, the story moves forward, and here the indication is that when he does that, the king, the demon king, so his story and the kingdoms he captured all was in this graph. So when this boy says, so he will be predicting the future things, and the graph will be down. So this represents the boy's prediction, like the king will be in future holding all the things like means I can't explain. He will be like died in the hand of person who will be protecting Dharma. So when he do this stuff, he will be holding this one like a king's mustache, right? So this represents that he will be the person who will be killing that guy, that demon king. So after this incident, he will be leaving the kingdom, and with all his intelligence, he will be going to another kingdom, and he will be trained and become some of one of the most important guy, and then he will be capturing some kingdom with the help of the king, and the king will appoint him as independent king, and he will be ruling, and then once after some point he will see like alarma is growing everywhere, and he wants that to protect the dharma, and then there starts the story. He will be capturing few of the kingdoms, and one fine day he will be hearing this story about this demon king and the kingdom, and there will be some Shanti Puja like that. And in that scene, he will be having servants, right? So they will be pouring that water and all. And the king closes his eyes, and he will be like recalling some incident. Means a visual will appear. In the visual, the transition will happen. So there will be all green trees, and camera will be rolling from the like soil upside, and a few meters away, the soil and the transition will be happening, like the green trees will be drying and will be dead, and after that the screen will be rolling towards this battle. So from the very close point from the ground, the dried up trees, and then the blood, the battle, and then there will be a person after that battle will be planting a tree. So this all visualization he will be imagining in his head, like that visual will be appearing in his head, and once he sees that, he opens his eyes, and he sees some red water. So actually in puja we will do right with turmeric water with all the stuff. So at that point he realizes, and then the third scene which will be completing this arc will be the battlefield. So he will be the king against the one demon king. He wanted to do protect the dharma, and here are some visuals like so in the first scene. So he will be holding his bow and his arrow. So while taking his, so he will be doing like this, so that his mustache will be like turning upward, like showing his power, authority, and all. So like this he will be doing, and when like wait a second. So while taking this his arrow, he will be doing like this, showing his supremacy and authority by rolling his mustache, and he will be also turning this side, and the camera angle will be at this point of view. Then it is straight right, so he will hold some horizontal means horizon, and he will wink his eye, and then releases his arrow. This is one of the scene, and there will be another scene like this arrow will shoot a guy who will be throwing, like there will be some equipment, right? Javelin throw like that. So that type of equipment he will throw like this, and he will be landing because this arrow was shot, and he will be like bending down, one leg forward and one leg like this, and like this he will be rolling, and as he thrown that war equipment. So this will be straight coming to this king, and he will be holding like this, and then he will do like this. A guy who is the leader of the soldiers from his kingdom. So he will be killed by the king, and the reason is like he will be collaborating with the demon king, and he wants to destroy the one. So hero protagonist. So he knows that, and he says to his commander that you have been collaborated with the demon king, and my equipment, my war equipment should not kill you. It will be a sin, so you should be killed because you collaborated with that king. You should be taken what he gets, so he will be definitely killed, and that's why you have to share this death with as you collaborated with him. So yeah, I know I'm like a little bit nervous in explaining, and I'm not that much camera guy who explains it in camera, so please adjust with that. So after killing him, the battlefield scenes runs, and when he finally killing that demon king, so the screenplay should be very intense, and the music should be very intense, and the protagonist should play very intensive at this point. So he will be having this archery, right? There will be few commanders besides him. He will be in a beast mode, or taking his handle like this, with then the cat in this moment the camera will be up here. So when he is rotating back his hand, the camera will come front, and then when he is doing his release, the camera will be going back like this. So that's what a goosebumps coming scene, in my opinion. So once you imagine, so when he takes this, the camera is up. When he taking his arrow, the camera is straight forward, and when he is rolling his hand, the camera from here it is coming to the back, and he is releasing like this. And when it is released, so the arrow will be tracked, and then few of the enemies will be killed. Then with his axe, so back side only it will be. So he will straight forward go to the demon king, and he will take the axe, and then the remembrance of the past will come. A small means like the demon king has killed his father, right, with his sword. So he doesn't wanted to kill with this archery skill. So he wanted to kill with the axe, like as he did for his father. And then the scene will be implanted. I said, like. in that puja he will be visualizing something, so he will be planting again new plan. So from the second scene and this final scene, the connection is like when the dharma is coming, means like when adharma is coming, it will grow like from the roots, right? So one, if means like taking out the tree from the land, so it should be taken from the roots. So that symbolizes here indirectly. That means all the demons and his kingdoms will be captured by this protector of the Dharma, who is the protagonist of the story. These will be killed and replaced. So that's why the plants all will be dried and it will be done in this battlefield. So the transition will be happening into the battlefield in his imagination, and then finally he will be winning. So that he is starting this new generation of Dharma. So he plant a new tree and he will be growing all of the trees. So that's my point of view and my scene that's running in my head. And this story is an inspiration from our Indian tales. So you all know his name, Lord Parshuram. So he's also like when his father was killed by a king for some cow, he will be ruling 21 times, so killing all the kings. So that story arc is connected here. So that is the reference point of this story. And how you like my how you like my story? So please comment it down. And also my vision. So between the next scene, which I wanted to say to you, because see, I don't have any resources to shoot one long story, cinema story, short film story. What I'm manifesting is through these videos, if I can reach someone who can invest on me for my story sense and for my visualization and my vision, so it will be grateful, right? And I am having a story about Arjuna. So it is like animation part of it. I'm just developing it. So I'm just building all the skills.